The crowd followed him around the lake, thousands of them, men carrying the sick on stretchers, women holding children close, the elderly leaning on staffs, all moving along the shoreline, all following one man. Jesus walked ahead, teaching as he went. The faces told the story: longing, hope, desperation, wonder. They had no food, no comfort, no shelter, but they had found something greater. They had found hope, and hope was enough to keep them following. Morning became afternoon. The crowd stayed on the hillside, overlooking the Sea of Galilee. Jesus sat among them teaching, healing, listening. A woman held her healed child, weeping with joy. An old man straightened his back with relief. Children laughed. The people listened intently. The sun moved across the sky. Still they stayed. No one left. The disciples sat nearby in awe. Afternoon became evening, and still they stayed. Late afternoon, the disciples gathered privately. It's getting late. There's nothing out here. No villages nearby. No food, no supplies. We need to send them away. The disciples nodded. Practical and reasonable, Peter approached Jesus. Master, the people need food. Send them away so they can buy something to eat. Jesus looked over the thousands of hungry faces, then turned back. You feed them. Silence. Us? Yes. You. The disciples heard the words, but couldn't yet hear the invitation behind them. The disciples desperately calculated, counting heads, counting people everywhere. Philip spoke urgently. Even 200 denarii wouldn't be enough. Thomas added, not for this many people. Peter shook his head, not even close. Below them, an enormous crowd covered the hillside. Andrew searched through the crowd for anything at all. Helplessness was visible on their faces. They counted people. They counted coins. They forgot to count what was standing right in front of them. Andrew searched through the crowd. People shrugged with empty hands. Then a young boy stepped forward quietly, small, humble. He held a cloth bundle. He spoke. I have this. Andrew opened it. 5 barley loaves, 2 small fish. Andrew looked confused. This? The boy nodded. It's all I brought. Andrew looked at the endless crowd, then the tiny lunch, then toward Jesus. The boy looked up with complete trust, no doubt in his eyes. A boy, 5 loaves, 2 fish, and faith large enough to offer what little he had. Andrew placed the food before Jesus, 5 loaves, 2 fish. Jesus looked at the boy and smiled. Have them sit down. Jesus lifted the bread toward heaven. Father, thank you. He broke the bread and gave to the disciples. Then more and more. Small things lifted toward heaven. Heaven responded. Bread filled the baskets, barley loaves multiplying beyond capacity in the disciples' hands, fish multiplying. The disciples stared in wide-eyed disbelief, then moved with joyful purpose, distributing food. Children received bread with delighted faces. Mothers fed their families with tears of relief and wonder. Elderly men laughed with deep joy as they ate. Basket after basket flowed through the enormous crowd, never emptying. The young boy watched in complete awe as his tiny lunch fed thousands. He broke and gave and gave and gave, and somehow there was always more. Thousands eating peacefully, satisfied. Everyone had enough and more. A woman said there's still bread left. A man asked how, only amazement. Disciples gathered leftovers, 1 basket, 2, 3, 12 baskets overflowing. Peter stared, 12 baskets. John asked, how is that possible? Jesus only smiled. The crowd erupted. This must be the prophet. Make him king. 1 basket for every disciple who doubted. The miracle was not just for the crowd, it was for the 12. 5 loaves, 2 fish, 1 willing boy, and hands willing to surrender what little they had. The people sought a throne. Jesus sought solitude. The people wanted power. Jesus chose obedience. In the hands of God, small things become more than enough.